Hey fellas, Rusty coming at you. Today we're going to be taking a look at a case, Shepherd Hills exclusive Russlock. And I got this Russlock in natural bone. What? Yep, normally natural bone is going to be white. But they got it from a pink elephant. Okay. Enough jokes aside. I got it from Shepherd Hills, and it is one of their exclusives. It was natural bone with no shield, and it has this drop point. And then I did dye it, and you can go and find out the little bit of information on the details of me dyeing it. But we'll talk about the Russlock. The Russlock comes, well, let's start here. They were designed, I want to say Tommy Hart, and first released in 2000. So any of your Russlocks aren't going to be more than 25 years old. They are a liner lock knife with, with an even more interesting opening. There's no nail nick on these, and there's really no way to pinch it open. The opening is with this extended tang, and you'll just take and follow that around. It's a lot like a front flipper on a modern knife. Follow that around until it meets the top spring, and this liner kicks over. So even though it's called the Russlock, and maybe that's due to the lock, I think of it more as kind of a front opening knife. Now they make a clip point blade and a drop point blade, and I have one of each, and I like the drop point blade better, and they're also a little bit more rare. With this, you'll get this kind of a move up position, and the blade's useful. It's not the best, shall we say, ergonomic type blade. Definitely has this cant down to it, or if you move back, see, it's not real fun to be on top of this liner, but if you move back, then you can stretch out there a ways. It is real nice and thin. Hopefully we can see that. And unlike the other one, the clip blade, you can't really use the tip for any scoring type work. So draw cut and such. Push this over. Let's check out the tang stamp on there. And I do mention the year this was built and the model number in an unboxing at the end of this video. One thing that's kind of cool is this top swedge. So hopefully not showing you guys a picture of my belly or my balls. No bum looking. All right, we're gonna get a knife out. In another video, I compare this to the Sodbuster, and they're very, very similar in length. But in this drop point one, I wanted to compare it to my case Tribal Lock. I have two of these. This one happens to be in what they call the Gold Stardust Kieranite. So go look for the video on this. And the reason I got this one out, well, there's a few reasons. One, I want to show it off. Two, it's another locking knife from Case, but it's more traditional, and it's a mid-lock. But three is this false wedge on this blade. So get out there, if we compare, you can see they both have that false wedge. This is definitely a spear point, but I can see where you might call it a drop point. And the same here. I think this is more of a drop point, but so a spear point really just if the the point of the blade looks like a spear. So that's the way that I kind of define them. The Russlock has a, what do you want to call it? A more pronounced top swedge. Both of them are single bladed. And this one is a Tony Bose design. So, oh, and mine's a little special in that she's a free swinger. Not running on bearings, but it's kind of fun. This one also has what's known as a black sparks shield, which is, you can see the little sparkles in there. So isn't that pretty? Hey, it's not about this knife. Okay, but we'll just go one last, open it up, go to work, close it up, put it in your pocket, and we're done. And here we are, folks. We're going to take a look at how this thing came boxed. This is a Shepherd Hills exclusive, and I did pay $79.99. And I think that's quite a price on these. But I think that's what, it's got natural bone, smooth bone. Was born on April 22nd of 2024. But for me, more importantly, it's the drop point. And that doggone model number, is that a 61953 and a half? I believe that's what we're looking at here. So, as you can guess, I already had it open. Let's see if I remembered to wrap it. Yeah, I did, but not what they call a crisp wrap. So, and I have, as you can see, quote unquote, tuned this one up.